how much have you enjoyed this season? I'm sure it's what you dreamed of on a personal level, playing week in, week out last year.
Yeah, no, I've really enjoyed it. Like you say, it's what I've wanted since I've come to the club. I finally got myself fit into a good place physically, mentally, and obviously since the manager's come in, he's shown real good trust in me. And it's about repaying that trust and repaying the faith he's shown in me.
Does that show a positive a long summer can have? Because you got back in pre-season training dead early. You was doing individual stuff before you came back here.
I'm a big believer in doing bits away from Blackpool, away from work. I just wanted to really put myself in a good position coming back to help myself have a good season. I've had a really tough time last year in terms of wasn't playing as much as I liked, wasn't playing in the right position, probably not. So it was really important for me to come back and really stake my claim and make myself on the team sheet for the first game of the season.
He was always conscious that you had missed last summer to get that summer in, and even when you came back, maybe you weren't playing consistently because you were still finding your feet because you'd missed so much.
Yeah, it was it was really tough. I think when you missed that full pre-season and then you come back and then get injured again, it was difficult. I had lads who were miles ahead of me in terms of fitness and stuff, so I was trying to catch up with them whilst also still trying to play games and stuff like that. So I found it tough last year in terms of trying to catch that fitness up. But I think the summer really done me well, done me nicely. I think I had a good long hard look at myself in the mirror and accepted that I wasn't good enough last year in terms of my fitness and where I was at, but I knew that I had a chance to make it right, and I feel like I've done that over the summer. And it's about finding consistency, and that's one thing that I've really been striving for this year, to be consistent in terms of the way I play, in terms of what I give, and in terms of getting goals and assists.
You mentioned you want to play the position that you feel most natural in. Is that important, being fit? You can give your all and you're not just being put into other positions thinking you can fill in there?
Yeah, massively. I think it's, obviously when you're fully fit, you can show your best in your best position. I think when you're not, it's more trying to shoehorn you in, trying to see where you can get comfortable. And that's down to me as well. I think I could have come back in a lot better way when I was injured. But that's in the past now. I like to put that behind me. It's something that's happened, and it was a real good learning curve for me in terms of how I look after myself, in terms of when I was injured, what did I do? Was I doing the right stuff? And that was a big eye opener for me to try and kick on this season and make sure I make it a good one.
Do you think fans are seeing you in a new way now? Are you seeing football at Bloomfield Road in a new way that you are in every week?
Yeah, massively. I think fans probably see me in a different way now in terms of they see me playing consistently. They see like the type of player that I am and what I give. And that's massive. I've always been a player that's like to build a connection with fans, and like the fans are massive for us, especially here. I've had it in games last season where we played Bolton at home, and how good the atmosphere was, and that's massive. It plays a massive part to lads on the pitch, and it gives you that that mentality to go and to really try and strive for more and try and get better and try and win games, and that's massive. And it's like playing this year. I played obviously every game so far this season. It's massive. It shows the trust that the staff have in me, and also the confidence that I've got in myself.
In the summer, as there often is, there was rumours around your future. You was linked with a move away a couple of times. Was there anything ever in that, or was your focus just purely on what's going on here?
No, it was, to be fair, obviously, it was transfer window in the summer. Everything happens, there's news everywhere. And my sole objective was to come back and make sure wherever I am, I'm in the team on the first game of the season, and make sure that happens consistently throughout the course of the season. There was interest in the summer. Was I settled? Probably not. There was a bit of unrest where I just didn't feel like I was, really going to get the best out of me here. But then obviously everything happens for a reason. It didn't come off for one reason or another, and then the new manager's come in. I couldn't be happier. It's a funny game, football. You can go from one feeling to another so quickly, and I look back at it now, and I think it was a time where I showed resilience, I stayed strong, and came in, done my work, just tried to improve as much as possible. And obviously with the change of staff, that's really helped me develop my game, and I'm loving life under it now.
Yeah, did that change of staff and the timing of it as well really changed the direction your season could have gone in? It could have, no matter of weeks or days, could you have been somewhere else playing for someone else?
I don't think so. No, I think the club showed a lot of faith in me to keep me, to try and develop me. They really showed belief in me, and I appreciate that from the club because it's massive. For a player, I didn't have a great season. I understand that, and they really stood by me. They really said, "No, we really do believe in you," and that was massive for me. And obviously with the change in staff when that happened, obviously it's a bit of unrest in terms of, I think that's for everyone really. They're not sure where they stand and stuff, but from the day they walked in, they were brilliant with me. They've really helped me to try and develop my game. And it shows in the trust that they've got in me to play every game this season. It's for me, that's all I've ever wanted as a footballer, and I think that's all anyone ever wanted. And so it's to try and repay that faith and repay that trust.
Yeah, do you feel like it was a new opportunity? You thought this had come at perfect time for you after last season?
Yeah, 100%. It came at perfect time. It was a new opportunity for me to, really get a lot of games under my belt and get, developing and learning again, really, and enjoying my football. I think that's massive. I think you can see it now. I'm really enjoying my football. I love playing, I love coming in every day. Whereas last season I probably missed that a little bit for one reason or another.
I want to ask you about a celebration a few months ago now against Burton. You and Jordan Gabriel ran over to the fans doing a fist bump that was quite recognisable with the previous manager, so talk me through that.
No, that was just a bit of a laugh me and Jordan, but that's never again because we didn't win for another 7 after that, so that won't be happening anytime soon. But no, that was just a bit of fun between me and Jordan.
Had you been dying to sort of get involved in that, seeing how much fun it was with managers across the country?
No, it was just something Jordan said to me about doing, and I wasn't even initially going to do it, and then everyone started getting up and round about it. I thought, I'll go on there. I need to do it once, and then after that, I didn't have many opportunities to do it again. So now I'm like, right, I'm not doing that ever again.
Yeah, avoid to be on the safe side.
I'll be on the safe side now, so no.
That's fine. We mentioned obviously this club's success in playoffs, your ambitions for the season, not wanting to move the season to peter out. There's a photo behind you the last time, so how much would it mean to you if you could get things back on track and sort of replicate what this club has done so many times?
Yeah, massively. I think that's, for me, I'm ambitious. I want to play in the leagues higher. I want to get to the Championship and do well there. The club wants to do that also. They've done it a few years ago, and they had a good steady time in the Championship. So I think it's about building up to that. Obviously, we look at, and I think again it comes down to consistency of how consistent we are. Will determine whether we get to playoffs or not. And that's why I like to say take every game as it comes, just one game at a time, instead of looking too far forward, because it can always build up too much for lads when you look at the bigger picture. Whereas if you just look at it, there's a game on a Saturday, let's do everything we can to go and win it. I feel like that's a better mentality to have, to look at it and be like, right, let's go and attack it.